So, you want to understand the weirdness of Marathon. Don't worry, we gotcha. What's up, followers? We're back with another ritual. Welcome back to Methodical Mandates, where flawed behavior is corrected through deliberate discipline. By the end of this ritual, you will know the chosen path and the cost of deviation from it should you refuse to follow. There's a few different things to understand. Obviously, weapons are weapons. Everybody knows what a gun is. Pretty simple. Guns have 4 different attachments to them, and not all attachments fit on every type of gun. So you've got optic mods, you have barrel mods, you have magazine mods, and you have chip mods. So the chip mods change how your gun handles in a unique way, and then all the regular mods like the optic, the magazine, those ones all kind of just have basic bonuses that they do, and I can show you what some of them are here. So like optic obviously increases zoom, ADS accuracy, and accuracy while moving. The builds are big in this game. I think builds are going to be the most important part of playing Marathon. Most people that play it will play it so that they can craft a crazy build. But as you can see, like here's a blue barrel mod. It increases our ADS accuracy and aim assist. We can't put this one onto this because this one only fits on the V66 Lookout or the V99 channel rifle. So each mod will fit on certain weapons. Some of them have more compatible weapons than others. So that's weapon mods for you. Pretty straightforward. Pretty similar to any other game you'd play where weapon mods exist. One of the most important items that I'll go over is heals. There's a whole bunch of different heals that you can have, but the most important ones are just the basics because they're the easiest to get a hold of. Patch kits, you can have in a stack of 3. They heal your health over time. Everything heals over time. And shield charges, you can also have in a pack of 3, and they recharge your shield. You can buy these in the armory for 2 different resources. So the main one is going to be credits. Obviously, you can buy them for 300 for a shield and 415 for health. But you can also go and exchange certain regular items for them. So unstable biomass and unstable diodes, in this case, will get you shield chargers and healing items, patch kits. So don't always be worried about having enough credits for your heals, because you can also use other things like the diodes and the biomass. So my head's actually right in front of these consumables, so you can't actually see the totals there. But like I said, 415 for a health kit and 300 for a patch kit. It's pretty expensive, especially when you're only getting, 1,000 credits per run if you're lucky. So, and you need like a stack of 3 of these just to survive. So make sure you've got enough of those. That's going to be probably your most important item, other than having ammo for your guns. Ammo is pretty straightforward. Every gun's got an ammo spot on it. The ammo is pretty easy to tell what it is. They all look very different. One thing to know is that volt batteries are compact batteries used to power a variety of volt weapon types, and the sprinting slowly regenerates the ammo. But if you reload with a volt battery weapon, you lose whatever's left in that battery. So if you're going to run volt weapons, I don't generally run them because I can't resist hitting the reload button after I shoot a few shots to make sure I've got a full mag for whenever I go into another fight. Most of you guys will probably feel the same way, but if you're a volt user, just remember this. You don't want to reload unless you have to, because you need a full charge for your next fight or whatever. Instead, you just run around and you charge your volt battery. So that's how the volt weapons are going to work. They're the main one other than ballistic type weapons, I think. I think there might be a couple others, but so far those are the ammo types that we've seen. I'm actually out of the gray ballistic ammo, so can't even really, I could sell this for 0. That's funny. Can't even really show you all that much about that, but more items that you can worry about are backpacks. Backpacks are huge. They give you 8 extra slots for at least these base level ones. I think there's some more that are going to let us use these slots later, but I've never found any yet. But keep those in mind. You're always going to want to have a backpack if you can, so that you have enough room for your items. Shields are another huge one. Shields come in a few different rarities. I've seen the blue one and the green one so far. Blue one gives you +2 shield slots. So basically, having no shield still gives you 1 shield slot. Having a green shield gives you 2 shield slots. And then having a blue shield gives you 3 shield slots in total. I'm sure there's a purple one somewhere that you can get, so those are huge. To show you guys these next items, this is your build crafting stuff. Cores are going to modify the abilities of your character. So some of them are special cores that are only used by a certain shell. Other ones are just standard cores that can be used by anybody. When you mouse over or cursor over a core, you can see which shell is required for it. So this one requires you to be playing the assassin character. I don't really play the assassin very much. I've actually really enjoyed playing thief since it came out. But yeah, so that's that stuff. Obviously, we've gone over the chip mods already. There's a bunch of different ones. So remember, build crafting is going to be huge in this game. Anytime that you want to, switch up your build, you're going to do it with the chips and with the cores and also with implants. Implants we haven't gone over yet, so we'll take a look at those. There's a bunch of different things you can do with implants, but they mainly will have some small stat bonuses. So like I said, this and your cores are going to be your big build crafting for your character. And then mods and, chips for your weapons are going to be the way you build craft your weapons. Those are your kind of biggest things for figuring out how you want your character to feel and what you want them to do. There's all kinds of different things for both of those, but I'm not going to go through all of them in this video. I'm going to keep it pretty short just to this is just to onboard you guys so that the UI is easier to understand quicker. There's a bunch of other heals and stuff that you can do, like consumables, and then there's also stuff that's like equipment, like grenades. The grenades are really good, just hard to use if you don't understand like grenade arc when you're throwing them and stuff. There's also upgrade salvage. So enhanced salvage and standard salvage. All of these items can be used to trade in the armory. And it'll say it too. Salvage, exchange for faction upgrades or armory items. So you can exchange them in the armory, but for the most part, when you're starting out, you're going to want to go and use those items to do faction upgrades. Because if you look, the upgrades actually cost that stuff too. They cost unstable biomass or lead if you want to upgrade your character. And this is going to be the other part to build crafting. So build crafting your character is going to be done with the cores, the implants, and then these upgrades within the faction menu. A lot of people will have missed these in the server slam, and like you guys, the build crafting in this game is insane. I think that's all that I'm really going to cover in this video. Just wanted to make a quick one for you guys that aren't really understanding the UI and the inventory system and the items. Obviously, if you want to take the time to read them, it's pretty quick to go through and read and see what everything does. Figured making a quick video for you guys on how to quickly understand what you're looking at and what's important and what's not would make things a little easier. Oh, one other thing I will mention too is everything does have rarities. It goes like this. It goes white is the lowest, green is the next lowest, and then blue, and then I think purple, which I don't currently have any purple items to show you, but purple would be the next highest after that. And there might be gold items. I haven't seen anything that's actually a gold item yet, but so yeah, keep in mind that rarities exist. And when you're buying stuff or when you're looting stuff, you want to make sure that you're going for the stuff that's higher rarity first, pretty much as possible. Both because they are worth more and because they will end up having stronger stats and stuff like that, right? The last thing that I'll let you guys know too before we go, these weapons that have like a background instead of just a blank background, they've got words or some kind of writing in the background. They have an enduring mod on them. So upon exfil, if you have an item like this in your inventory, the item's value will be increased. I don't know if that works when you take it out for the first time, but I know that when you pick it up and then bring it home with you, they end up having increased value. So like this V11 punch standard would be like 100 credits or something, but I'm going to sell this one right now for 300 credits, which is wild. You could take off the mods and stuff on them before you sell them. So if we remove this, now it's worth 160. So if you're wanting to get the most money out of them, just sell them with the mods on them, honestly. If you're trying to build up your store of weapon mods, then go in and remove them so that you can sell just the item. And the item, even just this bully SMG is worth 700. But since I kind of just started out on the fresh release of the game, I am going to keep this one because the bully SMG is actually pretty good and I like it a lot. So I might sell it later when I need some money, but for now, I'd rather have a couple of them available to me. And there you go. You can see a regular one here is worth about 400 because without the 23 from this chip mod, it would be worth 400 credits, and it's worth 700 credits when you bring it back as a enduring version. That's a huge way to increase value on items. I think if you're looking to come back with value, don't pick up a bunch of weapons because look at how big this weapon is in here. It takes up 4 slots, and that's 4 slots that you could use for other items that would be worth more than this single gun on its own. When you're looting, look for stuff that's small but worth a lot because you'll come back with a lot more that way. Unless you need something big, like you want another backpack, or you're low on weapons and you want to come back with weapons. But there you guys go. That's going to be my quick little tips video for kind of onboarding on the inventory and items of Marathon. And I'll have a lot more videos like this too. So as always, if you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Throw a like on this video if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends to help them understand Marathon better. This is going to be a game that I think I'm going to play a lot more, so I'll have more Marathon content coming. Comment down below and let me know if I missed anything or if there's anything else I should have said in this video to help the beginners, and maybe I'll remake it with some more info. I hope you guys have an awesome day. and we will catch you on the next one. Later.
The cult of Zaek is fictional and satirical. We do not endorse violence, sacrifice, crime, rituals, or harm of any kind. Do not act in our name. If you do something unhinged, illegal, or evil, that's on you. We're just a gaming channel with a bit. Play games, touch grass, enjoy responsibly.